Hi, welcome to the Vergas Show. I'm Sherry Hansen. Thanks for joining me today. I just feel very honored and privileged to be among these gentlemen today. I can't tell you how much it makes me feel pride for our country when I'm amongst veterans, and so I just personally want to appreciate and thank each one of you for being with me today. It's an honor. We're here today to talk about Poppy Days, and the Buddy Poppy is something that the VFW adopted, and Walt Lennius, Owen Martinson, and Dick Quam, some of our veterans from the Frazee Vergas VFW Post, are here to talk a little bit about that, tell us the history of it, tell us about how you can get your Poppy. You'll see these guys in town. Official Poppy Day is May 17th. And also just tell us how all those funds stay locally for veterans and their veterans' families. None of it is administration fees or anything like that. And so I'm just really inspired by this program that the veterans continue to do, and just really intrigued by the history of it. So Walt, do you want to, I'm going to grab this from Dick right away, and he's got a little bit of the history that he's going to tell us about from the Poppy, and I'll hold this for you if you want while you read.
The inspiration for the poppies came from Colonel John McCrae's famous poem In Flanders Fields. In 1921, the Franco-American League conducted a nationwide sale of poppies made in France for the benefit of children in the war-torn areas of France and Belgium. In 1923, the VFW evolved the idea, which resulted in the VFW Buddy Poppy, fashioned by disabled and needy veterans who were paid for their work in assembling the poppies. In February 1924, the VFW registered the name Buddy Poppy with the U.S. Patent Office and still holds all trademark rights in the name Buddy under the classification of artificial flowers. A Buddy Poppy sale has been conducted by the Veterans of Foreign Wars each year since that time.
Wow. So we go back to 1922, and some of the reading that I've done on the poppies is they first started trying to bring them over from France alive, and I imagine that got rather costly. It probably didn't work out. And so then how absolutely brilliant to come up with the idea of having veterans make these then, and then for distribution.
These are actually, the ones we sell or put out here are actually made at the St. Cloud Veterans Hospital here in Minnesota.
That's even better. Yeah. And so when you see these guys out on the streets, I definitely want to encourage you to make sure that you become one of those people that support the veterans. And Alwyn, do you want to tell me a little bit about the local program that we use?
Dick and I go around here to the local business places, and they are very supportive of the program. The community as a whole is very good. And then now Poppy Day is coming up the 17th of May, and then we will go and to different people and maybe into a restaurant, the people are eating or whatever, and we'll sell individual poppies, and it's a donation. There is no set price on them. It's anywhere from $1 to $100.
It's what you feel in your heart, right? Yes. And when you mentioned the business program, I know that the businesses, like you say, are very receptive to it. And so when you go into that business that you see one of these displays on, you'll know that business gave a monetary donation to support the Buddy Poppy program, which in event supports what the local VFW does here. Dick, I'd like to hear a little bit about the local Frazee Vergas VFW and some of the things that you do in your chapter.
Well, we have different people. When some people have problems, we do try and help them out, and we donate a certain amount of money for our school graduates, and there never seems to be enough. We usually try and get 4 or 5 children in our Frazee Vergas school, where we donate for their college, and I enjoy selling poppies because it makes you happy when somebody comes running to you saying, "I want one." And people don't realize what the VFW does. We talk about supporting our heroes, And we still have a lot of heroes in Iraq and over in Afghanistan. And the VFW supports them all and helps our government to better pursue and help these people.
Thank you, Dick. You know, it does have to be pretty special to be selling those poppies and know that.
Could I say something?
Of course you can.
I put out these poppy cards around the Frazee business area, and I was surprised what a generous response we got, anywhere from $5 to $50 each business that can contributed. We appreciate that.
Well, and like we'll be talking next week's shows. We have other organizations in our community that help those people in need, and we never know when it's going to be an opportunity when even ourselves might be in need, and to have the VFW be able to do that and support their veterans and the veterans' families, it's just pretty special that you guys take the time not only to do this, but I think what comes to mind for me is all three of you men that I'm standing here with, you served your country, but you didn't stop when you came back home. You're continuing to serve. You're continuing to honor the other veterans by what you're doing. And so I think that's just really wonderful. When we talk about the Veterans Program of the history of the poppy, it comes from, like you said, that John McCrae's famous poem, In Flanders Field. And I'm wondering if you would do us the honor of reading that poem for us today, Walt.
Could I say something else? These all funds from the sale of these cards and the poppies go into a dedicated fund in our post. It can only be used for the benefit of veterans and their families.
All right, and that's what's really important for us to remember. So I'm going to have you read In Flanders Field. This is the poem that inspired the Buddy Poppy.
You going to hold it?
I can hold it for you, or do you want...
In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly. Scarce heard amid the guns below, we are the dead. Short days ago we lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields.
With that, I think we will close, and I want to thank you, veterans, and when you see one of them out selling those poppies, you know why you're buying it. You have a good day in Vergas.